Wait, let me read that again. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once, you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish. Holy! We did everything at once. Holy shit. Alright, here we go again. What is up, everybody? This is Joshua Alvarez of Alvarez Gaming Films, and welcome back to Slay the Princess. I've been wanting to play this again after the last episode, alright, because, yeah. So last time, I went full force and just, decided to try to kill her, and she killed me many times, and I killed her once, and we managed to get the razor to whatever the other voice is, I'm assuming is still a goddess character, I'm guessing. But we're gonna get back into this. Give me a second to sip some water. And yes, this is water. It's just flavored water. It's meant to taste like Pepsi. Alright. So, we're back in it again. What happens if I decide not to do anything? What if I just turn around and leave?
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
Yes.
Do you even know where you're going?
No, I don't care. Quietly continue the path from the cabin, yep.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Yes.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, sure.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
I don't care, I'm not killing a princess.
Killing is such a gauche phrasing and completely ignores the bigger picture. Your task is to slay the princess, because she's terrible and she's really got it coming to her.
Jeez.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Yes.
Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Oh yeah, well I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again, in fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
Oh?
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
Uh-oh, I think I'm going crazy.
But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers are just a trick of light.
Yep, I'm going crazy.
In every direction,
Oh my...
there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
I'm going insane!
What's going on? You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many
The music
paths
even
or
got all
cabins
warpy.
appear around you. You're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility.
This
because
the
you care
MCU?
more about irritating me than you do.
Or,
about
no, the
fate of
PCU,
world.
Princess Connected Universe.
You've doomed us all. You know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise, you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
Bruh, I didn't want to be part of this. You keep dragging me back over here.
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
The princess didn't even come out of the cabin, you dick! This is a path! This is a path! Chapter 2, The Stranger.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of you're here to slay her.
Is that a wall? That's a wall!
The end
I think
of
that's
the
a wall.
world.
Those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go into the
What are
cabin.
you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience.
Voice of the Contrarian. I haven't heard this guy yet.
He might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day.
Is this just the guy, the voice that just wants to be an asshole? Because that sounds like me.
If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
What if I just keep wandering about and never go in the cabin? What will that do? If I can't run away from the cabin, then I'm just going to stay here in the woods forever.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Oh. Interesting. So that goddess creature is actually forcing me, is actually telling me that I have to do this, that I have to, like, the game itself is like, no, you can't just stick around, you gotta do something. Okay, that's fair. Yep, okay, heading to the cabin now, where I'm definitely going to slay that princess.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
Why? Why?
A warning before you go any further.
Yeah?
She will lie. If we're
Yeah.
stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
Alright, here we go then.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But so
Right.
shifted. An
Oh,
inch here,
no.
a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough. for
Oh
the
no,
placement
I've
makes
messed
sense.
everything up. I confused everything. Even when I move the mouse, everything's overlapping. Oh no. Oh no. What have I done?
The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
Oh my god, this is
You
insane.
can't just say that. Not when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the
I just
princess
find that
and through
really
that action,
cool that
save
the
entire
developers
world.
literally overlaid the different textures into different depth of fields. That's impressive. That's fucking cool.
And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, you've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm.
Kind of hard to ignore it.
Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
I'm not gonna bother with the mirror this time. We already know he doesn't see the mirror at all. Nothing happens when Ned. We already know what it's about. Yeah, I am gonna take the blade.
From the table. It would be Okay, fine, you took the knife. But you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom. It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice. Great. You keep your grip the way it is. Your task awaits.
You know what? Yeet that bitch!
Ah, yes!
I'm going!
You throw the blade at the window, glass showering the cabin as the weapon flies out into the night. I suppose you'll just have to deal with the princess without it. We'll be fine, don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends. Been there, done that. I'm not so sure. This place is already messing with my head. It would be much better if we had a weapon. What's done is done. Good luck, hero.
Let's do this!
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
Yeah, if we could even find her in this mess.
Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Uh-oh.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you.
I probably should have kept the blade.
Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
I love this. Just go down the center, I guess?
You step onto the center staircase. Paths wind out around you in all directions.
You know what this
each
reminds
step
me of? This
branching
reminds
into
me
its
of
own
the Yu-Gi-Oh
staircases,
movie
which
with all the
branch to their own
staircases everywhere.
staircases, and so on.
Inside the
You
Millennium
aren't
Puzzle.
quite sure if yours is taking you up or down, but at the very least, it's taking you somewhere. You concentrate on where you are, careful not to stray onto any of the many splitting branches that tempt you on all sides. You wouldn't want to have to back, and so you take one careful, focused step after another. 1 foot down, another foot down, another after that. You lose yourself in following the correct pattern, in following what looks to be the true path, the one that cuts straight down, or up, or maybe sideways. But no matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much.
Oh.
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Can I help you?
Okay, I've actually got startled.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Let's see. Getting down here was weird. Like I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me?
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you? We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we?
Oh!
There's no way out, and barely a way in.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. Where there was once just one of her, there is now another.
Oh no, there's gonna be tons of her, isn't there?
We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it?
Oh, my brain.
Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Oh, God. Oh God, there's multiple thoughts in that one. I'm gonna try to just... There's more of you now?
There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago. I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger. And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start?
Yeah, buddy!
We'd always start by retrieving the blade. The one he made us throw out the window. I wasn't the one who threw it. Oh, come on, you told us to. Don't try to pass the blame now that it's come back to bite us. Well, if I'd known we'd be dealing with this, maybe I wouldn't have been so hasty with my suggestions. I don't think we're going to be able to put her back.
Uh-oh.
Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
Oh. You're apparently a threat to the world. I was sent here to slay you.
I don't have any weapons, and I'm chained to a wall. Do I look like someone that could end the world? Do I look like a monster?
Everything you've heard about me is true, and I'm going to lay waste to everything, starting with you.
Oh.
Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers? Can't even follow what's going on anymore. We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
If I let you out of here, what are you going to do?
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. I just want to live my life. I'm not going to dance for you. Besides,
You already know what I'm going to do.
if you want to put an end to me, then put an end to me.
Not a single real answer. At least aside from Miss Blood and Destruction. It's infuriating, isn't it? Whose buttons are there for us to press? Whose skin is there for us to get under? Not exactly how I'd put it, but I don't disagree. There must be something we can do. Asking questions just seems to make things worse. This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do that. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her.
So what I'm gathering from my brain is all fried right now from all this. Again, that's why my commentary is so little. Plus, I'm just listening to what the characters are saying. But from what I can gather, this one in the center is likely the real princess. Then you got the one up here that's very murdery. The other one to the right on the top, which is very depressed and doesn't want to be around anymore. I'm not gonna say those naughty words. Then the one on the bottom right is more dominant than the rest, and then this one on the lower left wants to just live her life and be free.
Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
All right, all of it at the same time.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone.
What? Wait, let me read that again. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once, you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish. Holy! We did everything at once. Holy
Is this
shit.
what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... We can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the
Oh,
same as nothing
God.
happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart.
Whoa.
I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
Oh, God.
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit.
Oh. Oh, God.
We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong.
Oh!
It's so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this.
Yeah, I think we did.
Surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
I'll do my best. Oh. Illusion of choice. When everything is possible, achievement just came up. But you'll never know if she hears your reply. She's gone. Memory returns.
She's gone.
Oh, here we go again.
Where does she go? And is that a...
Mirror. Going up to it. Approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel... Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
Shut up. Voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The decay. You've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Oh, the amalgamy. Oh, God.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
What do you think of this vessel?
These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and wall. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. They will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
And everything goes dark and we die. Alright, cool! Back to it again. A spiral vessel. Bring the stranger to her. Okay.
You're on a path. You're here.
Yep. We've been this before. Last couple episodes. Alright, cool. Well, that's another one done. Another one and done. Let's do it. That's, what, the third vessel now? Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this episode, be sure to leave a like down below and subscribe for more content here at Alvarez Gaming Films, and I will see you in the next video. Also, be sure to tune in for the countdown that's going to be happening up until the newest video for Fortnite, which is going to be the first video of Season 4, Absolute Doom. Countdown clock is live right now on the channel because good old Dr. Doom decided to hack my channel and start it. But I'm still going to be uploading videos in the meantime. So again, if you guys enjoyed this episode, be sure to leave a like down below and subscribe for more content. And I will see you in the next video. Peace out, guys!